So we are here. I've got some exciting news. I'm going to take you inside, show you what's behind the door. Let's go take a little look. Really excited. We have been working on this now for probably about 4 or 5 months. The build started 6-7 months ago. All what you see before you now, we have been working on this for a very long time. Can now finally reveal to you the new podcast set, Trade Legends. So I wanted to do a little video for all of you guys there watching back at home. We've been working on this, as I mentioned before, 5 months or so. I've spent countless hours, Jack behind the camera has spent countless hours setting everything up, and we have spent a bit of a stupid amount of money, probably just over £20,000 trying to get this ready. The reason of doing this is not to say, look how much I've spent on a podcast set. It is purely just to say, if you want to do something and you want to do it to a similar level or standard, it's not cheap. Now, if I look around, you're probably thinking, I don't know where he spent it, but if I just break stuff down for you, there's a lot of stuff that goes into this, way more stuff than I ever thought possible. But in terms of obviously how it's turned out, I think the result is absolutely fantastic. I'm super excited, again, super excited. Myself, PB, this is something we've wanted to do for a very long time. And I just feel everybody at home is going to really enjoy the experience that we're going to try and bring to you from this. We don't feel that there's a podcast that does the same thing. You know, myself and Pete, we just love everything to do with trades. Me more so from a business perspective, Pete more so from being a tradesperson. So you'll notice from having a little look at the set here that it looks a bit like an old workshop. I spoke with Townsend Interiors, who was the guy who built the set, and Nick suggested that we have something that was an all wooden sort of feel. Nick's a carpenter by trade. He came up with this sort of look, this sort of design, frame that we built as well. Super solid, super tough, weighs an absolute ton. So the set design, 3,500 plus the lighting rig, maybe another £1,000. But this has enabled us to put cameras on here, some of the lighting on here. That was a major thing. This has absolutely completely changed the look of the set. We've even got, because I've missed these off, acoustically treated panels on the wall. Again, something like that, if you were looking to put these in on your home podcast, or even if you were just doing podcasts from your office space at home, these were about £700. You don't need as many, but obviously the bigger size the room like this, you're going to need more of them. I'll walk you around again. You'll probably see all of these lights. Every way that they're positioned is to give the actual set an authentic, warm type of feel to it. Now, all of these lights again combined probably has totaled up to maybe £1,500. And yeah, if I carry on walking round, what else have we got? Obviously the bench here. This was another thing that when we designed, we didn't know how high it needed to be. We'd already stupidly, in my wisdom, brought the mics and the mic stands. These are Shure SM7B microphones, dynamic mics. Absolutely fantastic for podcasting, probably the industry standard. We've got the headphones here, Audio Technica headphones, and all of that probably cost over £1,000. So if you're going to do a podcast, I'll probably say to you the main things to think about are lighting and the sound. Again, other bits and pieces, we've got all this edged tile for the floor. Stupidly again, probably almost £700 just for the flooring. The seats, £200. These Marshall amp fridges, I love electric guitars. I do love a bit of 80s rock music. and these are absolutely fantastic. And these are going to be housing our Trade Legends beer. So not only did we create this whole show, we created some beers to go alongside it. So Church Farm Brewery, Trade Legends beers, the signage, which I'll give a shout out to Hollywood Monster, because these are absolutely fantastic. Magnetic, so they just sit on there, which is absolutely superb. Foamex board, same for the Power Tool Mate one, same for the Unilite one on the front down there. Probably with those 400-500 quid. We've then got our dartboard, because our good friends over at Power Tool, Nathan over there, is sponsoring the show. He's going to be giving away some prizes, so every time we do a show we'll be throwing for prizes so that we can give you guys watching at home some really cool prize bundles, whether it's £400 Power Tool voucher, or you're going to be able to win a van, or you're going to be able to win different things. There's so many things that we're going to be doing between myself and PB. We've got all the tools here which were kindly donated by Power Tool, so we've got all these. We've got a few little decorations just to keep me and Pete happy at home. Baby Yoda, Hulk Hogan, Macho Man Randy Savage. Ooh.
Cause I'm the champion by myself, all by myself.
One of our Unilite products, because obviously we are Unilite and this is Trade Legends, so we need a CRI product there. We've got this cool sticker board. So one thing that we're doing is we're collecting stickers from everybody that's on there. So we'll have 2 sets of stickers, one for the board and one to give away at the end of the year. The TV over here, so we'll move around this way. The TV over here was maybe £700 as well. So you can see that it's starting to get a bit crazy, and this is probably where it gets even more crazy over here. And this is your domain, Jack, where we've got the console for switching all the different camera views if we come around here. And these are for all the cameras that are going to be spread around. We've got one more camera to install, but the cameras are Sony A7Cs. A7Cs? Yeah, got that right. Each one of them with the lens, you're looking at maybe £2,000, £2,500. Each camera as well, if we go and have a look at an individual camera, has to have one of these converters in here to make sure that everything's working over there on the console. Tripods, 200 quid each. You know, the table, even just this table to put the stuff on, maybe £400 or £500. Anything else here, Jack, that I should be talking about? Obviously the laptop we've had to buy specifically for this. We didn't have to, but if we're going to be able to move stuff around, actually do things on the move, or go and film in there while we're doing stuff on the Xbox, that was probably another prerequisite. Is this the Digimix?
Yeah, it's
Blackmagic?
Blackmagic.
Yeah, so basically it sounds expensive. It probably is expensive. It was expensive. I think I pressed the sound effect. That's the Rode Podcaster Pro. That's also so we can have everybody listening to the same thing, dialing in with the Bluetooth, take calls from the US or from Russia or from somebody that is a brand ambassador for us over in Australia. And this is going to come into play when we start doing the live shows. So the aim of the podcast is to start off pre-recorded, but by Christmas, myself and Pete will be doing our Christmas special, where we dress up as Santa and Elfo.
What the hell's going on in your elf pants? Give me the 2 Satsumas. We'll just leave them there as a visual gag.
Having live guests, loads of different stuff going on here on set, and even going to deliver a massive prize bundle that we're going to be doing with Power Tool Mate, which we're working on now, actually in person, dressed as Santa and Elfo. Now, the whole thing that we were trying to achieve is we want it to look and feel natural. If somebody comes in to sit down and talk to us, crack open a beer, Trade Legends beer, and we just sit and have a chat.